Hey there, before we deploy our app, I want to show you something that you might find difficult to work with. Whenever you are working with the proxy and webhooks, it is not going to work in a local URL. So in the previous video, I showed you guys I was running the app on local, then I noticed, it is not going to work because Shopify also show you a warning in the console that if you're using the use localhost flag, then proxy and also webhooks are not going to work. And that's why the recommendation in here was not displaying. If you face the same problem, all you need to do is add your proxy, make it like an example, something like this, example.com, but for development, let's just put example.com because for development, Shopify is not going to use that. Shopify will dynamically use the URL that is generated from the Cloudflare. So this is all you need to do. Whenever you are running the app, all you need to do is just run it without passing the localhost. In here, again, I will just go with the demo account, connect it to my app, and then from here, let's select our store. Once you do that, then the recommendation will display and the same thing will be for the checkout. And that is the only thing that you need to note if you want to work with this. And one of the reasons you have to use proxy is because proxy will make sure the data is protected. For example, only this store from here can send the request to that URL and then get some product recommendation. Now, anyone that is sending those requests from outside will not be validated. Something you need to know about proxy is it is important because I have seen this and I know like a lot of people, if you do not have any experience, you might find it difficult. Sometimes it is not working. Let me show you what I mean. In the database, you have this dev.sqlite. This is your local database that you have, and this is storing my like local data that I have development store. In production, when we deploy our app, we may not need this. So for example, if I deploy this in render.com or fly.io, they will automatically delete this on every deployment. If it delete this development file on deployment, then I don't have access to this, which means the next like person who want to visit my store, they will not see the recommendation until I open the app in the admin. When I open the app in the admin, it is going to create the session. So here is how a proxy works. Whenever someone visits this store, it is going to send a request to a proxy URL, and the proxy is going to validate that request. Is this valid? Do we have this store installed and do we have this store install our app? And is this having a session in our database? When that is valid, then it is going to return the data. That's why it is important for you to note that whenever you deploy, you make sure you have a database with the session. So if the session is gone, then the app proxy will not work and it is not going to return the data because it is not valid anymore. When I deploy my app to fly.io or render.com, I'm not going to worry about the database, but this is something that you have to note, that it is important that you have a session of the table. In the past, most of my apps did not have any proxy. That's why I didn't care. I didn't care about the database at all. But if you have a database, make sure you know that. And if you use the proxy, make sure you have the session somewhere that it is never deleted. If you delete that, then that store cannot access until they open your app admin and refreshes, because this one automatically create the session. I hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching, and in the next video, I'm going to deploy the app and show you some of the things about the publishing the app also in the App Store. Thank you.